つな窓辺に吹き込む風に顔をしかめたのは照れくささの裏返し曖昧にうなずく
Hello, and welcome to my review of the anime Hyouka. To start off, I think this is a great anime. Of course it has flaws. I mean, every show does. But overall, it's a great anime. And kind of underrated, to be honest. But enough chit-chat, let's start talking about the characters. Keep in mind my rankings are all based on how they're written, not my personal liking to them. For example, I personally love the main female lead. But, spoiler alert for the video, I will give her a low rating. Hotaro Oriki. Oriki at first seems as if he's lazy, but the show calls it conserving energy, so that makes it better. His motto is, if I don't have to do it, I won't. What I have to do it quick. Or something like that. As much as I talk him down, I actually love his character so much. He grows a lot and is a super relatable character for any introverts. My one complaint I have about him is that he's unrealistically smart, just for the sake of the plot. They do at one point break that just to add some realism, which I do appreciate. Overall, I give him an 8 out of 10 as a character, and he's one of my favorite characters in any anime. Chitanda, the main female lead. Straight off the bat, I'm gonna be honest. She's kind of a Mary Sue. They even pointed that out on the show. Some people who have watched the show may disagree with me on that, but in that case, feel free to leave your argument as to why she isn't in the comments below. And although she's the lead role, I honestly have nothing more to say about her. She's really pretty. Her character design is simple yet beautiful. Anyways, I give her a 5 out of 10. Satoshi Fukabe. I love Fukabe. If you've ever seen Voltron, he reminds me of Lance for some reason. Sure, he's a comic relief character, yeah, but he has his serious moments. Like Oriki, he's smart, but not in the same way. Fukabe is really good at storing information. Most of it is useless, but in the show, he does prove himself very useful. 10 out of 10. He's a very well-written character. Maika Ibura. Honestly, she can be kind of a bitch sometimes, but is far friendlier to Chitanda. I don't have much to say about her either. The females in this anime are really overly simplistic. It's probably the saddest flaw the show has. Her only real motivation is manga and Satoshi, who she has a crush on. Again, feel free to leave your comments below as to why that's not true if you disagree. I really want to like her writing, but I just can't. It's the same for Chitanda. So here it is, 7 out of 10. Hyouka is an anime where Hotaro Oriki solves mysteries given to him usually by Chitanda. The show does not have a set endgame. Instead, it goes episode by episode, building the characters through each one, until we get the finished product of most of the characters being very well developed, with even better development to their relationships. That being said, even though there is great development there, let's just say it's kind of frustrating that the focused relationship is only ever implied and never conclusively there. I've already mentioned that Ibura has a crush on Satoshi. I think the topic in of itself is handled very well, especially when it gets its own Valentine's Day special. Although it is annoying that Ibura's driving force for nearly everything is that. When I say development, I mean the change the character or relationship went through. Every character has a good relationship development in this series, but not every character has a good character development. Take Chitanda and Oriki, for example. Their relationship develops very significantly, although it's hard to tell because it happens so slowly. However, Chitanda herself has no character development because you can't develop a Mary Sue. That's my only problem with Hyouka. It has a Mary Sue character. It's hard to develop a Mary Sue character because you have to add flaws to them, not remove flaws. But it doesn't add flaws. It just shows that she's ditzy. That's about it. So you're probably asking why I love this anime so much if it has a Mary Sue character. Well, that's easy to answer. The art style. If you haven't been looking at the background images, look at them. They're beautiful. Of course, that's not the only reason I like the anime. All the characters, except for Chitanda, have very realistic flaws. Orki lacks self-motivation. Satoshi is always second best and he doesn't excel in anything. And Ibra breaks down when things go wrong. One thing about the show that you should be aware of but not necessarily avoid the show because of is that the first few episodes of the show are very difficult to follow because the format is so complicated and different. It's a very artistic format. There's lots of strange imagery, not graphic necessarily, but it's just strange. And you have to really pay attention to it. Other than that, it's an extremely laid-back show to watch. If you are just drawing or writing and you want some background noise, it's great. It has a ton of rewatch value because you can look back and see, oh, I didn't realize that before. That's cool. Now let's talk about the character designs. They're beautiful. They're simplistic, but they also convey exactly the characters' personalities just by looking at them. Anyways, the point is, it's a great show. It covers almost all my boxes for it's pretty, it's very clever, and you can rewatch it and still be surprised. So that concludes my review on Hyouka. Thanks for watching, and subscribe for more reviews. It's my first video, and I'm excited to make more. So, yeah. Bye.